Hey, fourth grade, it's Mrs. Johnson here. So we've been learning about factors, prime, and composite numbers, and today you're going to do a little work to just kind of show me that you understand how to do these things. So you should have this worksheet from the back. I believe it is math skill number 2, but double check the folders. So it's got this little alien guy on one side, and then it's got this cool maze on the other side. So we're going to start with this side. Prime and composite. So up at the top, it talks about factors, prime numbers, and composite numbers. Let's review, please. Factors are the numbers you multiply to get another number. Prime numbers are the numbers that only have 2 factors. What are the factors of 3? 1 and 3. Because 3 has only 2 factors, it is a prime number. So prime only has 2 factors. Composite numbers are the numbers that have more than 2 factors. What are the factors of 6? 1, 2, 3, and 6, right? I can multiply 1 and 6 to get 6, and 2 times 3 to get 6. Because 6 has more than 2 factors, it is a composite number. So composite has more than 2 factors. So for this worksheet, you're going to have to complete the table. So you've got a number in this column, you've got to list the factors in this column, and determine if the number is prime or composite. So let's look at number 10. So I know that my factors of 10 are for sure 1 and 10. What else can I multiply to get 10? So I was just go in order. Can I multiply, since it's an even number, ends in a 0, I can multiply 2 times something to get 10. Hey, 2 times 5. Good. And can I multiply 3 times something to get 10? Nope. 4 times something to get 10? Nope. And then we're back to 5. 5 times 2. So those are our only factors. Now, does this number have 2 factors or more than 2? That's right. It has more than 2. So that makes it composite. Let's do number 5. I guess not number 5, but 5. For sure, 5 can, to multiply to get 5, we have 1 and 5. But are there any other numbers I can multiply together? Or I should say, any other whole numbers I can multiply to get 5? Nope, there's only 2. So does that make this number composite or prime? It makes it prime since there's only 2 factors. Let's do 2 more. Let's go to number 12. Well, 12, I know 1 and 12 are, I can multiply those 2 numbers to get 12. 12 is an even number, so I know I can multiply 2 and something to get 12. 2 times 6 gets me 12. If I add these 2 digits together, 1 and 2, I get 3, and 3 is divisible by 3, and so therefore I know 3 times something gets me 12. 3 times 4. Good. Now if I put these all in order, 1, 2, 3, 4, I can't multiply 5 by something because this doesn't end in a 5 or a 0. So I know my next number would be 6 and then 12 again. So this is how eventually I want you to list factors in order like that. But this is fine for now. So does this number have 2 factors or more than 2 factors? Yeah, it's got more than 2 factors. So that means it's composite. Awesome. All right, let's go to number 18. Well, I can multiply 1 times 18 for sure. 18 is a even number, excuse me. It ends in 8, so I know I can do 2 times something to get 18. 2 times what gets me 18? 2 times 9. Very good. And if I add 8 and 1 together, that gets me 9, and 9 is divisible by 3, so that means 18 is divisible by 3. So if I multiply 3 times what? I get 18. 3 times 6, that's right. Now I just have to check 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Nope, that doesn't get me. It doesn't end in a 0 or a 5, so I can't multiply 5 times something to get 18. So that means now we're back up at 6. And so we're starting all over again. So I'm going to rewrite my numbers in order. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. So does this number have, is it a prime or a composite? Does it have 2 factors or more than 2? It has more than 2. That makes it a composite. Good. All right, you're going to do the rest of these on your own. And then when you're done, flip it over. And you're going to need to complete this side. It says color the boxes with prime numbers in them. Can you make a trail to help the mouse find the cheese? Now remember, prime is only 2 factors. So the number 1 and itself. So I just did this on the back side. I know 5 is a prime number. So now do I go up to 4, over to 22, 11, 4, or 54? Well, I can tell right away this is an even number, this is an even number, this is an even number, and that's an even number. So all of these numbers have more than 2 factors because it's 1 and 4 and 2 and something. The only number that doesn't have 2 as a factor is 11 because it's odd. There we go. And now I'm going to go to the next one. So do I go to 23, up to 22, up to 24? I don't think you ever go diagonal on this sheet. Well, I know that 22 and 4 have more than 2 factors, so my only option is 23. Okay, so you're going to keep going through this maze until you get this little mouse all the way to the cheese. Good luck, 4th grade. Hand this paper into the math basket up at the front. Make sure your name is on it. Otherwise, I don't know who to give credit to. I would finish this side first to help give you an advantage on this side. Good luck, 4th grade. Have fun and keep learning.